What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. Appreciate y'all hanging out and tuning in as we got some more Tarkir Dragonstorm winding down the format. We've opened a Winter Night Stories and Sidisi Regent of the Mire for a couple of rares. Otherwise, what else do we have? Equilibrium Adept, Unending Whisper, Dragon's Prey. I think I like the Winter Night Stories here. Drawing 3, always a powerful effect, especially when you can cast it again. Seems good to me. Gosh, we've been seeing a lot of Glacierwood Siege lately. Alright, well, it's the tail end of the format. I did mention on the last few videos that I wanted to try to have some fun, so let's second pick a Glacierwood Siege and see if we can mill some people out. Sagu Wildling, Focus the Mind. Okay, I am in. Now I'm really hoping that we wheel the Unending Whisper out of that first pack, as we do get another Unending Whisper here. What else? Stormbrood. Not much. Messenger can grab back the siege if it gets milled or gets destroyed. Yeah, I've got a plan, though. 2 harmonized card draw effects with the siege, already a good start. Maybe just take an Evolving Wilds here for safeness. Yeah, could just take a Pummeler too. I don't know. It's probably better if I have a good deck where Glacierwood Siege is still viable versus trying to build a Glacierwood Siege deck that doesn't work without it, right? Yeah, I mean, safe Evolving Wilds for sure, but I'm fine taking the Pummeler. Probably just take a card draw effect here if there was one in blue. Essence Anchor could be pretty good, though I do think Focus the Mind's a better pickup for now. Let's do that. Auroral Procession's nice. Gives us a chance to get back the siege if it does get destroyed, or we do mill it. Passing a Thornwood Falls. Okay. Now this is looking fun. Could this be a deck where we actually want to run like the Teamer Devotees, right? Just the 2-mana 3/3 defender, but filters and is a solid power for any harmonized cards we have. The one time I want to pick up some veteran ice climbers. Oh, Lion Wait. Hey, that's pretty late. Actually, it's a pretty late Shock Brigade, too. 7th pick and a Fortress Kinguard. This only returns creatures. Yeah, it's probably still better taking the Lion Wait here over one of the 2-mana green spells, though I'm always going to play the Resolve. But we can get a Resolve later, and this is pretty high upside, right? Another Constrictor Sage. There's a Salt Road Skirmish for some removal. I mean, the Skirmish isn't really going to be synergistic. It's just going to be a 4-mana sorcery speed, kill a creature. Since the 2/1/1s aren't really going to be doing much. So I wonder if the Sage is better here, because we also have a really decent graveyard theme going on. Let's just take the Elder, maybe play it. What other cool things can you do in Tarkir Dragonstorm that I haven't really pulled off yet? I don't think Draco Genesis counts. We're doing the Siege right now. Oh, nice. The second focus came back. I guess Humbling Elder gets better when I have 2 Focus the Mind. Cast the Humble on my opponent's turn, gain a little bit of life with it, maybe eat a creature if we're lucky, and then focus as well. Yeah, but what else is there cool to do in the format? Are there any other crazy build-arounds? Is Abzan Devotee something we want to consider here? We would much rather have Sultai Devotee, so I'll just take the Dusiat Earth Carver. Okay, let's get the Sarkhan's resolved this time. Right now, it looks like we are very bad versus like a Mardu deck. I don't really have that many early game creatures, and I have basically no removal, so... If we ever see a Plains or a Mountain or whatever turn 1, we're probably crying. That was a nice, very late Jungle Hollow. Roar of Endless Song! Is that too good to pass? I mean, I guess I don't really have any allegiance to black. Trawlers is great. Successor. Globe. Pack Beast. Alright, like I said, we probably just want to build a good deck with Siege being a alternate win con. But not the main plan, right? I don't think we really saw that many Teamer cards in Pack 1, so maybe we can get quite a few good Teamer cards here in Pack 2. Namely red cards. Because I do think the Sultai part is open enough, but possibly the Teamer side of things is not, you know? Frontier Bivouac, pretty hot there. Dragonstorm will be okay. Seems like an easy Bivouac to me. You could probably make a small argument for the Dragonstorm. I don't have any dragons yet, but fixes and ramps, and it is decent thinning if you can cast it more than even one time, right? Death begets life. Okay. Awkwardly, this does blow up enchantments. But sure, we'll take it. We already have the Jungle Hollow for extra fixing anyways. Oh, there's the Veteran Ice Climber. And right now, I guess I only have one Renew creature with counters. I mean, I have this, but that doesn't count. Maybe we can wheel that Champion of Dusan if we're lucky. Nice pack. Probably Sig Appraiser. Otherwise, Sultai Devotee. I'm still concerned about any matchup versus a more aggressive strategy. And by the time you can cast this card, sometimes you can't cast it. Mammoth Bellow versus Globe. I think now that we've picked up a couple of top-end cards, I think the Globe seems better to me, even if we don't have actually any dragons to pump up with it. Just as a mana rock seems fine, right? That was pick 6. And another Sonic Shrieker. We saw one just a few picks ago. That is pretty far away. Blue-green is our main, so it's like a triple off-color splash. I think we're better off taking the Jeskai Monument, though we're not currently playing any white cards. There's one of the Teamer Devotees I was talking about, but well, I think Teamer Devotee you don't want to be running in your decks, but I think in this deck I might do it over Sultai. Creature count is a little bit concerning, maybe. So the fewer creatures we have, the worse, I guess, maybe Winter Night Stories is. Because it's going to be draw 3, discard 2 frequently. Oh, nice. Wield the other globe. Okay. Well, with a couple of globes, Jeskai Monument, can start considering playing basically anything we pick up. Backwater versus another Pummeler. Just take another Pummeler. Okay, Rugged Highlands was decent. So was the Roamer's Routine, but we'll take the land. We still have a third pack to go, and we already have quite a few playables, so. All right, pack 3. Teamer Battle Crier. Not a bad one. Dragon's Prey, a third globe. Not bad, but not what we wanted. I mean, I suppose it's a pretty easy pickup. can pop off. Another Winter Night Stories. A rebuff. Another focus. I think this time I like taking the Ureni's rebuff here. Just some more early game interaction. We already have quite a bit of card draw anyways. I don't think the second stories is necessary. I am still very concerned with this deck. Fresh start, Narset. There's finally another dragon we could take. Our instant and sorcery count is 8 currently. But most of maybe, or half of them or so, are cards that also have Harmonize for double triggers. I don't really need the dragon. I think we're just going to take the fresh start. Another Narset. Okay, Blizzard's fine. Ooh, both of these are pretty good. Man, I have a feeling we're going to actually end up decking ourselves with all of our card draw and whatnot. Both Skimmer and Disciple are great. Skimmer's a lot of value, but again, decking ourselves is going to be really easy here. Don't need a second rebuff. Could splash Severance. That's probably okay. Ten instants and sorceries. With double globe, we should get away with paying or playing the kin tree with 4 or 5 mana cost on average. Relic is also kind of nice. However, I don't have that many creatures to help utilize it, you know? Yeah, Relic's actually pretty awkward in our deck. I think I'm just going to take a land here. There's finally a Team Tawny back. 0 dragon, encroaching Dragonstorm. Is that correct? Probably not. Maybe I am better off without the globes then. We don't really need those for fixing. Man, all of the Dragonstorms coming back. Kinda spicy. Lo and behold, a dragon. But we don't even want it, do we? We'd rather take the Reclamation. Okay. Yeah. My confidence is not very high. But we're going to give it the old college try. One swamp, one mountain. I don't actually have a way to grab a basic, but let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 red. 1, 2 black. That's plenty. I guess I don't really care for the sage. Probably rather play one of the globes instead of the sage still. Maybe not both globes, but one of them. Sure. I can see this deck winning. I can also see it not doing very well, but at least we tried. So let's fire this off, and we'll bring it back for round one. Alrighty, let's see what we can do here. We are lacking our main color. I am on the play. I guess I'm going to keep this and hope that we rip a green source. Yeah. We have 8 or 9 green sources in the deck, so I'm okay taking a little bit of a risk here. Another blue-red source was not what we were looking for. Remember, I do not have that many red sources in the deck. I only have like 4. So we've already drawn half of them. Alright, and that might do it, huh? I guess the good news here is that we're not playing against Mardu, so they're not like beating me super quickly. I assume they're just going to take the Roar still, just in case. We'll still be okay if we rip a green source next turn. They took the Battle Crier. I am surprised on that. Well, sometimes you keep a sketchy hand and it does not work out. Oh boy, that is not good. And of course, the land I draw is the Bivouac. Okay, well, we can probably scoop this one up pretty soon. Because you think about it, even if I play out the Roar next turn, if they play any creature here, well, they didn't, we're pretty screwed. So I guess actually the best play is the Dussiet. Because that way I can make 2 bodies. Sure, I mean, that's still bad for us. Oh gosh. Dragon and Exhale put in the bin is not a good sign. Okay, just grabbing a land. Alright, I'm just going to make the obvious blocks. Okay. Dealing, what was that, a Stormbrood? Sure. Ah, and that's very, very bad. So I guess I need to draw like a land this next turn. Oh, that is very close, actually. 2, 4, 6. Oh, wait, they have the Stormbrood in hand to blow up the Fresh Start, so this doesn't even work. In fact, now my only hope is to roar here and hope they have actual nothing. Obviously, I die to any removal spell this way, but if they don't have a removal spell, then I can threaten a block, you know? Okay. So that gets rid of the Stormbrood, which means Fresh Start is now alive. I'm really hoping they just attack with the Formation Breaker. Nice. That turns into a 6/6. So now I need to go land, pass, and my out is like drawing Swamp plus Deaths, or Death Begets, rather. I guess I could technically Bewildering here instead. Actually, maybe that's slightly better. Jungle, Hollow, and Glacierwood Siege aren't going to cut it, though. 20 cards left in their deck. We could still draw, like, Ureni's Rebuff, and that would maybe save me. Oh! Okay, hold up. We've got outs here. Oh, I can't flash it back. So I need to bounce this. Well, actually, no. We go like this now, right? Siege on mill. Bounce this. Mill them 4. Into Fresh Start on their Stormbrood. Ah, this is extremely winnable. Okay. That shoots me for 2. And then I go to 1, but 1 is not 0. That life gain land actually might save us here. I'm at 1. I need to cast 5? Man, I think we're going to be like 1 card short, aren't we? I would need to cast 3 more instants and sorceries here. There's 2. Wait. Oh, I'm gonna be short. I'm gonna be like 1 short. Oh, that sucks. I needed to gain like 1 more life or have them have 1 fewer creature. We were so close. Yeah. That's too bad. Pretty funny, though. Oh, they paused on their draw step. I wonder if they have like a random River Rebuke. Ah, we were so close. Well, remember, I did keep a hand that didn't have one of my main colors, and we didn't draw it for a long time, so. Good beats. That's so sick. That is so sick. Ah, a little bit unlucky, but also I kept that hand, so maybe that's on me. But it was a good effort. I wonder if there was a better way I could have played that. That was close, though. Alright, on the draw. Okay, this hand is keepable, though it's not very exciting. Need to find another land here for the Temur Tawny back. It has to be a green or a red source, ideally. But we do have Fresh Start available for an early creature. Well, they're Mardu, but at least they didn't have a creature on the first 2 turns. Oh man, I really... Please, 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 don't screw me. 2-lander on the draw, I'm keeping it every time. Oh, that's so freaking sick. I'm gonna keep the Death Baguettes. Wow. We can Sarkhan's resolve that thing, that's nice. Okay. Okay, man, I want to keep the Death Baguettes, but that's a little bit greedy. So is discarding the Pummeler, but I like this play. I'm going to go for the long term now. That's fine. I take 3 this turn. Globe and pass. If they have Overwhelming Surge, I'm going to scream. Devotee. Nice. Oh, man. Okay, good beats. So let's just... turn the big creature power off now. I go to 15. I think I have to hit my land drops at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna discard the Siege. 2, 4, 6. I need 2 more mana. Coordinated maneuver, kill the enchantment. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm at 4. All right, well. Not much to do here. That should be game over. I guess if we had drawn like Blizzard that turn, we might have had a chance. Well, no, because I would still not be able to make a land drop, so. This is a great 0-2 start. Now, both games have had mana issues. The first game, I kept a risky hand. I fully admit it. That game, keeping a 2-lander on the draw, I do that every single time. That we just got unlucky to not hit it in the first, what, 4 draw steps or something? So, it is what it is there. We are in the 0-2 bracket now, so maybe we can rattle a couple of wins off. Versus an Opulent Palace. If our opponent's on Sultai, then the Siege is going to be really good. Because presumably they're going to be doing some amount of self-milling. Let's just develop out a creature here. I'll still try to win the game through normal means. Sure, that's fine. Cotis. Oh, boy. All right. New game plan. Just going to run this out. We might mill some cards for them, but I don't really have the luxury anymore. Yeah, here we go. 5 power Cotis. They hit 4 lands and a fresh start. Wow, that's actually sick. Got pretty lucky there, it feels like. Now, the fresh start was our best answer to Cotis, but can't be too upset. Sure. You should always still just kill the 5/5 there. That didn't make any sense. Funny how they're actually gonna mill me out. Okay, that's a good draw. It's a very good draw, and we are gonna lead off on the Battle Crier first, make everything cheap. Oh, the Severance! That does it. And we're gonna discard the Resolve at this point. Oh, wait, shoot. I have to discard Resolve and Death Begets, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do to kill this. Oh, I could have discarded a land because I have Teamer Battle Crier. Oh, no. I messed up there. Right. That's a punt. Shoot. So I should have had the Sarkhan's Resolve still in my hand because we wouldn't want the Death Begets. That's a big mistake. That's pretty funny. All right. Playing a little sloppy. It's cute. Do they have a worthy cause or something that they have to cast? Oh, Caustic. That's very good. Wow, this game would be super easy had I not discarded both of my other spells there. However, Auroral Procession is win, right? Yes, it is. Very good. All right. We almost got reverse milled because of Cotis, but some hot draws and the Battle Crier doing some solid work for us there. No 0-3. That's the most important. Let's see if we can win a couple more. You know we're trying to have fun if the goal is just not to go 0-3. Alright, looks like a good opening hand, and I'm on the play. Of course, this deck can win through more normal means, but the ideal plan is to win via mill out. Alright, look at me, I'm Mardu. Back in action. Let's find a red source for our Roar. Okay, that's kind of like a draw too. Another Mardu deck. Ooh, Voice of Victory. Alright, let's just get on the board. Man, if we hit a mountain next turn, of which there's only one in the deck, but if we hit our one mountain next turn for the Roar, I will feel very good about our spot. Okay, that's not so bad because they don't get to develop out to their board if they're killing the Sagu that turn. Oh yeah, we just need to find lands. Whoa, almost bricked on land. I guess I'm going to discard the Crier since we don't have red and the Tawny Back can still be cast without it. Do I want to return one of those to my hand? Because, again, I have to do it now since they have the Voice of Victory. Maybe? I have, what, 2, 4, 5 mana? Taking 3 next turn. You know what? I'm actually going to just return the rebuff to my hand. And I'm going to pass. It's not worth it for me to hit them for 2 damage. If they play like a 2-power haster, we would much rather block that, you know? Okay, well, that's actually not bad for us in the sense that because I grabbed the rebuff and they don't have any other creatures on the battlefield, if I just bounce the Voice, we're not doing too poorly. Oh, and that's a great answer for the Severance. Sorry, that Severance is a great answer for their effort. So bounce and focus. We're just looking for land drops. Great. I'll discard the... no, the Tawny Back here. Still not attacking. We're at 6 mana, 7 next turn. Okay, Voice Pass is great. Okay, good. Now we can discard 2 land. Alright. Really want them to play like 1 more creature out. Looks like they might just have a bunch of removal they don't want to use in their hand then. In which case... I actually want to go like this. Dussy. Make a 3/3. And rebuff. Okay, now we can attack for 2. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, the encampment now as well. Okay. 3 cards left in their hand. I guess I'm just gonna roar at this point. I'm not gonna have many instants or sorceries left if I find my... Glacier. I guess actually keeping the globe was worse than keeping the untapped land. 1, 2, 3, 4. We might just win with Roar of Endless Song final chapter trigger at this rate. That is not a good sign. So now I'm guessing they have like a frontline rush nonsense. If they have frontline rush plus another pump, I'm dead. This makes 2 tokens. So they're going to have 5 creatures with this attack. Am I going to get soloed by Voice of Victory? And no other creatures? I guess I could. Alright, here we go. Maybe this is just like Osseous Exhale. Okay, it's not the end of the world. If they get rid of the Roar, I think I'm okay firing off the Death Baguettes here. Am I? Yeah, because I get back my Roar, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Draw 2, get back my Roar. Rather, draw 3, get back my Roar is kind of nuts. Hey, let's go. Oof. Won another normal-ish game. We've pulled off 2 wins. We need 1 more. 1 more with this deck, and I will be very pleased. Get back at least 1,000 of our gems. I am on the play. The hand looks fine. Turn 2 Skimmer with the Resolve. Turn 4 Tawny back, unless we find a different red source, or another red source. A red source, rather. There's the Siege. I think I'm just gonna run it out. Be most mana efficient, you know? Ooh, Surrock. I guess I just have to kill the Surrock here. Nice thing is, them drawing extra cards is not necessarily bad, though it was only 1 extra for the moment. Well, I take it back. Them drawing 1 extra card is bad until I win. So. They might have a counter here. They passed with all that mana. Find out. We need to find any of our harmonized cards. Or one of our Focus the Minds. Alright, well, that's a flyer for us to kill, and perfect draw. Alright, so kill this, mill them 4. 4 lands. Focus. Mill them 4. Still attacking because I'm not trading with the Abzan Devotee, of course. Nice. Is this their best line? Couple of Abzan Devotees. Okay, 2 3 toughness creatures versus your 2 ones is good too. Ah, another flyer, sure. 12 cards left in their deck. That is probably going to be all we need. Yeah, let's go, baby! Like I said, 0-2 and then rattle off some wins in the loser bracket. See? It's still possible to have fun in Tarkir. I know I'm just a Debbie Downer on the format, but it has its moments. Yep, snap keep, even though it took me longer than a snap. We just need 1 land. And admittedly, I am on the play this time, but all we needed was 1 land to really make this hand shine. Oh, please don't counter this. Oh! Uh-oh, okay. Well, now we need to find another land. Big F. That counter on the Appraiser is going to hurt us. Oh, gosh. That is so sick. Actually, the Appraiser wouldn't have found a land either. It would have dug to whatever I draw next turn, but... I don't think I actually run that out right now. They keep passing with a bunch of mana. It's very, very likely they have some more instant speed interaction, like counter-wise or something. Yeah. And this way we might be able to get them to counter something else. And since they're also on Sultai, like some of our other opponents, they're going to dig through their deck pretty quickly. I'm guessing they have another Exhale in their hand. By the way they're playing this. They're actually kind of getting punished. Because they're just sitting back on a counter, they have likely not developed out some of their larger threats they could have been. Like, I doubt they're going to replay this Dragonstorm, right? Which is fine. We'll make them use it on this. Fresh start. Oh no. Oh, Spectral Denial, maybe what it was. Still not hitting a land, though, is brutal. Ay, ay, ay. Well, if we lose this game, all 3 losses will actually have been mana issues, won't they? Gosh, they're digging so deep. If I can just find some lands, we don't need to cast many spells at all. They're already at 16. Like 4 of my opponents have had Warden of the Grove. Holy smokes, dude. What a frustrating beat. Wow, nearly bricked on land again. Too risky to double block. Just need to go find, like, my Sarkhan's Resolve. Okay, it's not that bad. They have another Spectral? Oh, Piercing. Alright, well now we do definitely cast the last Focus in response. I'm going to discard the Roar. Because they killed the Battle Crier, though, I actually have an okay double block, unless they have another trick, which... not too hard to think that they might, / do. Oh, that's not it. Oh man, I really want to find a Black Source next turn. Black Source, and I think it's going to be really hard to lose. Because then I can go play the Black Source out, hold up Bewildering Blizzard. They only have 13 cards in their library. Oh, are they going to attack with everything now? Yeah, I like that attack. Okay. So if I trade and eat for 8, 12, I would go to 1. So I have to trade here and eat 1, I think. Take 10. But then they would have 3 power. Actually, I need to chump. Because that way when I give -3 now, I only take 3 damage and I don't die. So I lose to pump or counter magic, of course. Oh god, they're going so deep! Oh, this is gnarly. Okay, so does the Auroral Procession win it now? Please cast your Winter Knight. Please cast your Winter Knight and go down to 7 cards and let me win. Oh yeah, baby. I win, right? Oh. They went a little too deep. So they need River Rebuke or whatever it's called to put a card back on top of their library, or an instant speed like a Durgar Island Dragon, I guess would work. Oh wait, no, Island Dragon draws a card, so that doesn't work. It needs to be the Rebuke, or whatever it's called. Can't remember the name right now. River Walk Technique, that's the only card, right? Let's see it. If you got it, good job. That doesn't do it! They did have the Island Dragon. Ooh. They flew too close to the sun. Holy smokes. Alright, 0-2 into 4-2. Winning multiple times with mill out now. Feels good, man. What do we have here? Pretty good looking hand. If I play a 2-drop, I can't currently play a 3-drop on turn 3. But I'm guessing we probably want to get the Teamer Devotee online next turn. The nice thing is I still have, like, I can go 2-drop, 2-drop. Yeah, look at me, I'm Mardu. Alright. The one scenario where Teamer Devotee looks like an all-star. Always blocking here, if they have the Rebellious Strike or whatever good beats. Notably, I can now also play my Tawny back. Can I beat the Mardu deck without milling them out? Absolutely. And again, I do have the Auroral Procession somewhere in the deck. So if we really need to, we can get it back later. Okay. I don't think I run out the Battle Crier just yet. I want to make sure I can get a little bit of value off of it first, because I would have tapped out to play it there. Plus, this is like the opportune turn for them to use a removal spell and make an attack, you know? Oh, are they going to go for... Oh, nice. They're going for the card advantage card. Okay. And now we can get our value, because we can go Battle Crier into... Actually, I can go into Stories plus Climber if I want to. Oh, there's the Procession. All right, some funky monkeys going on here. Just block with our least relevant cards on that, and I guess I'll put that there. I don't really care. Oh, sure, they were just making a free attack. Got it. So we have some really nice potential here. Guess let's start by drawing. Oh man, awkward. Still gonna mill them. That's fine. I'm gonna get drained for 2 here. They get to tap something down. They still don't really have a great attack. Kind of like rebuffing the 4/5 right now. Getting big on our pummeler, or rather our ice climber. Oh, milled 3 nice ones. Very good. Wow, they drew a 2-drop to trigger. Nice. So I do have to be wary about making too many big swings, because they just have a lot of good blockers. All my cards cost basically nothing. I can return the roar as well. So if I attack with both, I'm still gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. This only eats a 1/1 token though. That's not even worth it. In fact, I should probably just go for the mill route now. Maybe I should have led with this to begin with. Yeah, I think I missed a little bit of mill by not casting that beforehand. Nice! Let's go, dude! Ay. Well, I often say 0-2 is the perfect start for a 7-2. Though we're not quite there yet. Hey, getting 5 wins. Feels good, man. On the play, hand looks fine. Just needs to find some of our card draw effects. Teamer Battlecrier last game put in heavy work. Oh, not Mardu this time. Okay, let's start the mill train. Yeah, I'm milling them, even though I always tell people not to mill your opponents. And they are Sultai. Nice. Oh, they are more colors. Ooh, baby. That's good. I mean, now that I play the Siege, it makes a lot more sense that I'm milling them from their perspective. Sure. We'll take that hit. Could double block there, but I don't think it's worth trading off both of our creatures yet. Eshki Mild is nice. Yeah, we'll discard that. That's fine. I think they have the Exhale in hand, but that's okay. We're still going to cast it because that was the most opportune time to do so. We milled very few lands and a lot of spells. Yep, take another 5. Remember, I can put the Pummeler on the Ice Climber for extra mill. Oh. Did give them value, didn't I? Yeah, Molten Exhale they can cast. I guess they kill my Ice Climber then. But that's funny. That's, I guess, good for us. $13 cards left. Can cast that thanks to the Battle Crier. Nice. Trading off the board's good for us. Nature's Rhythm for 3. Okay. Well, that tells me if they're getting something like that, I probably should just shrink it. But maybe they had nothing better to do. Whoo, that's a good one. Only 6 cards left in their library. I mean, at this point, I think I do just bounce this thing. Make sure I get the Glacierwood Siege trigger number 2. That leaves him with only 2 cards left. Not to mention my Battle Crier is also just lethal by itself next turn. Sure. Oh! They could have saved that to tuck their own card to buy an extra turn, but I suppose that's probably not very relevant. Alright, they need to kill me this turn. Okay, 0-2 into 6-2. We're gonna get a final boss here. We have pulled off quite a few Glacierwood Siege wins, and damn has it felt great. Let's see if we can get that trophy. Alright, here we go. Final boss time. Regardless of how this ends, it was a good run. Yeah, hand looks good. You know the drill. Say the line, I just need to draw a land. No, not an 8-drop, the most expensive card in my deck. Just a land here, Chief. Can't be hard to draw a land. Why, dude? Oh, so sick. Are you kidding, man? Well, we almost took a third loss from mana issues earlier. This will indeed be the third mana issue loss if it happens. Okay. So I'm expecting some kind of counter magic. I'll lead on the Civ Sig. I'd rather the Globe resolve next turn. Good news. 4 mana pass, so maybe they're missing like white. That would be huge. If we can buy ourselves a little bit of time because they're also missing land drops or colors, that would be tremendous. Fleshcrafter on... Oh, I was going to say on Sharpshooter's really sick. It's not that bad on an Appraiser because they're clearly looking for white. Alright, I'm going to go to 16. Oh, they didn't even attack. Okay. They still didn't find white either. Sheesh. I guess they are maybe getting just as unlucky. Or even unluckier, in a sense. Okay. That's -4 cards in their library, notably. Alright, there's their white source, finally. Oh, we have a game. Yeah, I'm fine with them just killing our creatures. I would say that's actively decent for us, honestly. Getting the bargain back, sure. Okay. We're at 7 mana. I could procession back our land in graveyard. Do I want to resolve and save my climber? I think the answer is yes. It saves it from the exhale. We still trade here. I'm okay with that. It's fine. That's minus another 4 cards. Not that I have the siege, but... They milled 2 removals, or they passed on 2 different removal spells. Detainment and a Dragon Hunt. Aha, black mana. Well, that's fine. Okay. They are digging deep. What are they gonna grab this time? Just the Molten, kill my Carver. Sure. Yeah, let's just fire this off. That's okay. Sure. Just draw a card. I mean, yeah, if we find our siege, it's kind of just game over, isn't it? Revealing a dragon. That's fine. Might as well main phase that while we can. So the island dragon with the flesh crafter could be a problem if we don't find our mill out here soon. Yeah, that's not good. I think we wait one more turn, right? I have 11 cards in my library, so I'm going to go land pass. Oh, they're still drawing. There's the Severance as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to draw down to 5 cards here if I grab the Wrath. So I'm going to draw 5 cards here if I Wrath. But then we can win the following turn with our... Oh wait, I can't cast my card draw effects. Oh no. Oh no, maybe this doesn't work. They're at 8. I'm going to go down to 1 card in deck. No, this does work, because we can cast one of our card draw effects plus the Kin Tree Severance for lethal. Okay. So Siege. Whisper. Yeah, let's go! Holy smokies! The O2 Devastation, Fear, Pain, Regret, Depression into the 7-0 for the perfect 7-2. And we got a ton of mill out wins. There were 1 or 2 wins without the Siege, but the majority of them were with the Siege, so... Oh, I feel good about that. Another great one to round out this format. Again, there might be 1 or 2 more drafts of Tarkir Dragonstorm, but honestly, if I ended it here, that would be perfect. I think we'll probably do a little bit more, but that was a fantastic draft. So, feels good, man. Feels good. Thanks for watching, as always, friends. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.